So before we leave here, let's go ahead and fire off some artillery and see if we can clean out enemy trenches. And of course, if we happen to hit an enemy tank or something, that'll be great too, because it'll cause a massive explosion and hopefully clear a trench like we had accidentally done previously. Alright, friendly artillery now is firing. Captured friendly artillery. Dear God, man, wow! Are you kidding me? I can't believe that. 2 in a row. No way! Hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here. Welcome to MetaWar Assault Squad 2, the Battle of Ponyuri. It's July 1943. Operation Citadel has just started. You, as the commander of the German 9th Army, have to capture Ponyuri, which stands in our way of Kursk. Ponyuri has no strategic value, but Soviets have decided to fortify here on the way to to Kursk. Boy, that's quite a name there. The defenses are very strong. Soviets had a lot of time to prepare, so be aware of enemy AT guns and minefields to the flanks. All right. Wow, that's a very large town, it looks like. In addition, the Soviets have a lot of reserves just waiting to fill in the gaps of the defenses if we manage to break them, which we absolutely will. All right, what's our objective then? Enough talking. Strong Panzer divisions are waiting to attack. Take command and lead the troops to victory. As you can see here, folks, we've got ourselves Tiger tanks, Panzer IVHs, and a ton of troops to boot. So let's get to it. Welcome to the multi-part series, folks. There is no way I can complete this mission in one run, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. Check the playlist to know what's coming up next and to see more destruction here. Looks like the enemy has heavy artillery batteries here in the west, and in the east it looks like the same as well. So both flanks are defended with artillery, not to mention tons of Soviet troops in trenches. Commander, nearby artillery batteries are ready to strike. You can call up 3 artillery barrages and 2 short barrages. All right. Well, that's going to be a very important thing then to start laying down on their artillery, so let's counter immediately with heavy artillery. Artillery support confirmed. Preparing to open fire. Excellent. Well, while our troops are preparing, we will go ahead and fire that artillery. Look at all that infantry. Look at all those tanks. Man, that's a lot. All right, my first goal here then today is to break the Soviet western defense. We will go ahead and start transporting our troops over that direction, start cutting through those tanks, and see if we can come up behind the enemy from the south at the town here through the railroad tracks just by the train station. That's going to be perfect. Let's see if our artillery starts to drop. Looks like they're firing the barrage now. We can do this several times. Our self-propelled artillery is on its way as well. They should be here very soon. Excellent. We'll get self-propelled artillery. Here we go. Beautiful. We're getting close. Oh man, those Soviets better start seeking cover. Artillery's getting to zero in on that position. Come on, man. Let's see a hit. Give me some good artillery hits. Something. Wow, that was very light artillery. That was like 4 rounds. All right, looks like we'll have to hit them again. All right, let's get our Tiger tanks ready and in gear. Boy, it's like RNG whether or not it's going to hit, huh? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, there we go. There's a second salvo coming in. Very nice. We'll get those Tiger tanks set up, but I want to see some of these guns get leveled. Our artillery seems to be going all around my marker. You indicate right here. This is like you should indicate a little bit ahead or below. That's usually what I do. All right, there should be another salvo coming in shortly. Let's see. Here it comes. There we go. Wow. Okay, the Soviets are getting smashed here within a matter of seconds. Very nice. Our artillery just needed to zero in on them. Looks like all but 3 guns destroyed. Excellent work from the artillery. All right. And speaking of artillery, Hummels have now arrived on our right flank. Very good. You guys can come to a stop here. Very good. And we're going to bring our Tiger tanks then, fall in line, and we're going to have everyone start rolling to the right. All right. Tanks stay in line. Looks like they're all on that lead tank there. Okay, we will have all tanks start moving over to the western side. This is going to be a very military level attack here. Very tactician-like. All right, we're going to move all of our troops and such over this way. I want to try to get around the wide flank of the enemy troops here. Boy, that's going to be quite the attack. These tanks seem to want to move with as well. Let's keep them here for the time being. We want the heavy tanks first to get set up in the west. All right, we'll set up that line in just a moment. Where's our infantry here on the right flank? All right, looks like we got several squads ready to go. Looks like an artillery barrage is yet again ready. So using the lessons from last time, instead of putting it straight into the center, let's try to put it back just a little bit. Let's see what happens. Maybe we'll make it center again. All right, we're going to lighten up the artillery on that side too. So down to just, it looks like actually, what that gun is, well, possibly it could be damaged, but it does look like they still have 3 fully operational guns on that side. All right, troops and troop transporters here in the east are ready to go. Heavy artillery battery is opening up fire. Very good. Just preparing our troops now for our big attack, and the attack itself is preparing with all the enemy artillery that will have to be silenced in order for us to advance. 2 squads moving. Squad 3, you're on the way. Excellent. Look at all that troop movement. Look at all that tanks. Oh, man, the tanks moving through is just incredible. Look at that. Man, that looks awesome. Very good. Now, this mission available on Rob's Realism and also down below in the description. So anybody asking what's the name of the mod, where do you get it? 1, you didn't read the title. 2, you didn't check the description. So make sure you do those things because those are very important. And then, of course, make sure you download the mod and also Rob's Realism mod as well. You'll need both the mission and also the Rob's Realism mod in order for it to function. Let's go far right. Let's go far, far right here. Let's get our tanks ready to go. Wow, look at that. 6 Tiger tanks ready to pounce. All right. Very good. Those tanks will move into position as well as our troops. We will keep the Panzer IV H's with the infantry as soon as they're ready to attack. Artillery, I think we can keep that up here. We've just received information about the new units from the 505th Grenadier Regiment, 2 Ferdinands full of support with Stuke 3. Ooh, 3s are going to arrive shortly. Very good. Tank busters are coming through. Very nice. All right, let's see how our 2nd Artillery Salvo did. Excellent work. Look at that. The smoke's starting to clear. Very nice. Looks like the same situation is on the other side. Looks like we're down to just a couple guns here. Even better on this side. Oh, and debris still falling. Excellent. Look at that. Man's blood and guts coming straight down like an elevator. Very good. 2 artillery positions hit and heavily destroyed or damaged. Very nice. Okay, let's get the Tiger tanks ready to advance. All right, they're moving up next. Let's get all of our tank. These are Panzer IVs, or 3s rather. Panzer IV H here. We're going to get all these tanks ready to advance on the far right side. New tank destroyers have arrived to the battlefield and are awaiting your orders. Very good. And here they are. Oh, wonderful. Elephant tank. And it looks like the Stoogs are coming through too. All right, you guys can sit in the back. Looks like we got some over here. Very good. They're coming through. Wonderful. All right, those are all ready to go. We'll keep them there for the time being. We'll have them attack on the left flank when the time comes. That'll have to be in a future attack. We got to do one thing at a time. And the reason I'm not playing this multiplayer is because there's so much to this map. It's just going to be an absolute lag fest, I think. You should be able to do it with any friends as well. And, of course, to have somebody attack in the west while you attack in the east. Look at how epic that is, man. Incredible. All right, let's continue to advance then with our troops and tanks. Infantry will be, I guess they'll be more important for cleanup. They're not going to really do much at the front when we have tanks that are dug in on the right side. We'll analyze the Soviets' defenses a bit more here in just a moment. Let's go ahead and take a look at what they've got. They've got infantry in foxholes and also T-34 76s and T-34 1942s. 43 and 42 models dug in here on this flank. Okay, and there's a lot of rugged terrain, too, between here and there, so we won't be able to roll and shoot. So let's get up to the tree line, and then we'll roll right through. As soon as we cross the tree line in front of us, the battle will officially begin. This is going to be interesting. All right, all tanks seem to be ready to go here to the right, so we'll bring them west. Punch through that hole there, leaving our artillery exposed, so we'll bring that with us. If we can get the artillery behind them, could you imagine the devastation that we could do if we flank the enemy in the west and start attacking from the southwest, where their artillery position is here? Oh, man, that's going to create a lot of confusion and a lot of death and destruction. They've got a really good defensive line here, a very intricate defense, but not a lot of troops in there, actually. It's a very big trench for the amount of troops that they have. All right, each tank is going to get a group of infantry for escort, it seems. Very nice. Almost every tank, anyway. Very good. All right, here comes our Hummels and our regular tanks as well, Panzer IVs. Bring them up that way. We're going to try to keep everything defended in our advance. Alright, on the left side, it doesn't look like the Soviets have advanced at all. They're in a full defensive stance. Looks like Su-76s, KV-1 there. Looks like we can pop that. We could start taking pot shots at the enemy with the Ferdinand if we'd like. So we'll go ahead and move up a little bit with these. And we'll keep the infantry in support. Excellent. Not a lot of troops on this left side in terms of infantry that we have at our disposal. It looks like 3 squads. New Panther tanks are now under your command and are ready to fight. Excellent. We just got Panthers to the mix. Wow, we're getting all sorts of reinforcements. Deutschland is giving us everything we need. Alright, let's move up to the right. We'll keep the Panthers together. These are Panther Ds. Yes, both are Panther 4Ds. Excellent. Panzer Force. Oh boy, infantry's down. Looks like they're hitting us with their artillery. Panzer 5s is what I mean to say. I keep wanting to say Panzer 4 because I keep seeing a lot of Panzer 4s, Panzer 4Hs on our side. Okay, let's get through and start hitting the enemy. We're going to start cutting through the trees here. If we play too far to the left, they will be able to get some flanking shots on us. So let's move these 2 tanks over this side. Looks like we haven't lost any troops. Nobody died in that attack. Although, oh, wait a minute. I could be mistaken. Alright, the front's starting to get hit. Just like I predicted on the other side of the road, that's where the attack begins. Let the fun begin, gentlemen. Alright, pull back just a hair. Okay, let's start targeting enemy tanks. Here's an enemy tank here. T-34-76, model 1943. Ooh, very close. Alright, let's hit him again. Our tanks should be engaging already. Unfortunately, they're not opening fire yet. Alright, ready? Und Feuer! Alright, we're going to hit that turret off that one. Sometime. T-34-76s are no match for the mighty Tiger. They're very difficult to hit in that hull down position. Well, maybe not so bad after all. Excellent. 1 enemy tank destroyed. Alright, our first enemy destroyed here. Alright, we're going to chip away at these tanks one by one. Could be minefields in front of us, so we need to be careful. Alright, hit that enemy turret. Alright. The remainder of our Tigers are pushing through. We took a few losses on an initial artillery barrage. No more than probably 5 men, though. Here's our artillery. Wow, look at all those tanks together. I want to keep them together like that, so that way somebody doesn't wander off on their own and I lose a tank that way. I don't want to do that. Wow, look at this. Just a line of Tigers. We need to have a very sharp spear here in order to break through the bear's skin. Obviously, the Russians aren't going to be very happy if we flank them. And could send reinforcements too, so we need to be as quick as possible around cutting around these tanks. Our tanks are having a hard time firing back at them, it seems. Alright, let's clear out the trash. Start finding enemy tanks and start picking them off. Looks like we got yet another enemy tank there on the right. Oh, damn! Ricocheted off the ground and went right into the turret. Excellent shot. Alright, let's get another one. I hear enemy movement. Possibly. Alright, keep hitting those tanks, boys. Alright, the Panthers are arriving. Again, those are the Panzerkampfwagen 5s. Called them Panzer 4s before, but I know what I mean. Alright, here we go. Up and over. Continue the attack. Yet another enemy tank over here on this left side. Crazy how many they've got dug in. What? They don't see us shooting at them. We're going to need resupply at some point for certain. We just need to eliminate... Wait a minute. What is that? There's something in the woods somewhere. Oh, boy. Enemy tank here. Oh, she took a nice hit. That is a medium self-propelled gun. The Su-122. 122 millimeter gun on that, which could serve as a TD if we're not careful. Nice deflection on the front. Alright, infantry's coming up now. 3 enemy tanks confirmed destroyed so far. Su-122's got to go. I'm surprised it hasn't shot back yet. Alright, let's keep hitting that position. Doesn't look like anybody's hitting any mines. And another shot off on that Su-122. Alright, we'll continue this attack on the right flank. And we'll make sure we block them at the village, too, on the left. Alright, we're opening the door here on the right. All 3 squads are moving in behind the Tigers. We're going to try to hit that 122. And that should be the last vehicle standing in our way of moving straight through to that artillery position. And we could possibly capture some of that artillery as well. Goodbye to the 122. Beautiful side shot there. Enemy guns ×2, it seems, remain here. Don't know if we can keep them supplied, but if we can capture them, we can use them for our own purposes. And we can also move our Hummels over there as well. It looks like one of our tanks has gotten hit and has been tracked. The infantry will move to defend. Oh, it looks like an enemy T-70 has gotten ambitious. Alright, let's start hitting him in the softer flank. We'll move the Panthers through with the infantry. Actually, let's move a few of these small tanks up now. Can only do one thing at a time. 2 vehicles tracked now. It's actually not a bad thing. I plan to keep those vehicles right there. Oh, and beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Enemy tank here. Hit inside the trench, and also T-70 knocked out as well. T-34-76 is approaching. And sliced right through. We've got to be careful. They've got good flanks on us. Wow, the amount of fire that just came down on that tank was unforgiving. Incredible. This tank could still be functioning. It looks like it got hit in the turret. And it does look whited out. No, it could still be functioning. Let's hit it. Might still be functioning. I'm not sure. I might need to hit that one again. Excellent. Looks like more enemy tanks are approaching KV-1Ss. Looks like the Soviets are not happy with us. Alright, we got some trouble our way. Alright, let's repair these tanks ASAP. Let's go ahead and set up a perimeter around these tanks so infantry can't break through. Looks like the Soviets are trying to counterattack our attack. Can't allow that. And we'll need those Panthers up here too to help defend. Here comes the rest of our tanks. Infantry's coming through as well. The Tigers defended by the Panthers in the back if the Soviets get close enough. Wow, and 3, 4, 5 Tiger tanks opening up on those tanks approaching. KV-1 over here. Looks like a KV-1S. Gonna get some pain here in a second. Let's see him get hit. Wow, look at that. Alright, more light tanks and such are approaching. Well, let's get ready to sneak around with the infantry. We'll go right through the woods. Try to bypass this battle going on. And I think, yes, the KV-1 is gone. Wow. Alright, the Tigers have a nice little position here. The Tigers are able to lure the enemy into an attack and then basically destroy them. So the Western attack is going quite effectively. Whoa. Alright, look at that. We got a lot of tanks here. We got a lot of repairs that are needed too. It looks like some of our crewmen are taking hits here. Let's have a regular rifleman do it. Our crew members are too important. And now we've gotten the door open on the Western defense. We've got what looks to be just one tank in a defensive position plus a Su-122. Multiple tanks still seem to be coming out of that city. That's good. That'll weaken their defenses elsewhere as they get hit by the mighty Tigers. Another crew member down over here, it seems. We need to be careful. There we go. Panther in a better position. Alright, let's lend some tanks for the infantry. I think one of our vehicles may have gotten hit. Who needs to repair here? Oh, this tank somehow Oh, this tank. Oh, it got tracked. I see. Not wise to keep all those tanks together, but we're trying to sneak past. And we're trying to keep the enemy back as we hold the door open for our troops to get through to the artillery. Alright, infantry will attack that artillery position now with a tank or two. Looks like this tank is having trouble getting past this. There we go. Looks like that position cannot be driven over by a tank. You'd think it could. Excellent. Alright, another tank track down there. Very important to repair these tanks. Keep the repair kits inside the tanks. We'll go ahead and load that back in there, and we'll actually have him join the crew. Alright, friendly infantry have made it through the woods. And with there being just a farm field here, we've got to keep down. Alright, the door is open now for our artillery and infantry to make it through. We still seem to be taking pot shots from enemy tanks. Okay, wow, oh, right, wow, okay. Oh my dear God. Oh, my bad. I meant to hit this tank. Wow, we cleared an entire trench of infantry and killed a tank. Me do good. Oh, but I can't penetrate the side of a T-34. Well, there you go. That's what happens. My God, was that impressive. Wow. Alright. The only thing these T-34s are managing to do is to track us, it seems. We'll keep hitting them in the nose. See if we can get another tank to fire upon that one. Alright. So at some point, that tank will take a good hit. There we go. Oh, and look at that. Objective completed. All tanks destroyed on the right flank. Excellent. Alright, very good. Alright, we've got supporting tanks with us now. I'm going to go ahead and leave this one here to watch the door to make sure the Soviets don't try to run up behind us while we capture the artillery position. It's a shame we did so much damage to it, but we will be able to capture it and use it against them now. And we'll use it as an artillery position for our own tanks, or our own Hummels. Alright, eventually we're going to have some tanks here join the fray. Let's go ahead and have crewmen be replaced by riflemen. So we're going to have these tanks join in shortly. We just need to have the Germans thin out the Soviets a bit. Looks like the enemy's running. And we've been tracked. Possible minefield? Not sure, but the elite infantry is going to have to make do. I love this line of defense that we have here. Look at that, man. The amount of tanks we've destroyed is incredible. Yet another KV-1S approaching us. Tiger tanks are responding. And that was a response that even Stalin heard in his office. My God. Excellent. Okay, so the western flank is completely cleared of heavy tanks, it seems, at the moment. And we've now got a door wide open. We could even bring these vehicles in, but I'm going to save that for another time. I want to have their attack on their own flank. I could, of course, have everything funnel in here and envelop them, and that would be easy. But let's do it a little more effectively. Let's make sure their forces aren't able to flee. I guess in all tactics, if we were to bring all of our force over here, we could be the ones surrounded, if you think about it. Alright, artillery position's about to be captured. Looks like the Soviets are trying to repair and replenish their artillery units over there. Get them up and running again. Our Tiger tanks, we have not lost any. Hummels, we'll go ahead and bring them over here then. Give our vehicles some room to move behind us. Excellent. There's not much of any Soviet defense here. It's just really infantry on the guns. Okay, let's bring the squad forward. We'll clear off those guns. We'll check for anybody to surrender, which probably is not going to happen. And we now have ourselves two 152mm guns, the ML-20 ×2 to capture. Excellent. We've broken through and now have captured enemy artillery positions. Very good. We can do the same on the eastern flank shortly. Oh, and they were firing that artillery too just at the... Looks like they got a shell off. but just in the nick of time we captured it. Looks like he was trying to dismantle the gun or something. Excellent. Hopefully that artillery didn't kill anyone. Very good. Alright, enemy artillery position and the western flank have been taken. We'll push up here now with our Hummels. Now with, I don't know what happened over here. Maybe there was a minefield. Don't really have any, oh yes, yep. Okay, there's got to be mines over here. So the idea of having artillery take the enemy's artillery position is a no-go. So we will have it fire from here instead. Which may be actually closer to enemy positions. Okay. Alright, so we know we cannot no longer go that way, so we won't be able to get around in that flank. The Soviets did think of that by mining that area, which allows us to bust into town basically straight this way. We can come in then directly east and try to chew up the defenses from behind, and we can deal with this defensive position by coming up from behind or flanking it as well. Tiger tanks are in a good position to flank, so we may as well bring them up to do the duty. Let's see if we can get extra crewmen in the tank if needed. Well, he's just riding along, I guess. Excellent. Very good. Well, we outclass them in equipment, but they outnumber us in men. We need to be very careful with our attacks. Alright. Perfect. The artillery has been captured. That's a great, great thing. Wonder if we can use our artillery that we've captured on their defensive position there. Oops, something just went to hell. KV-1 or something? Oh, it was another 122. It's just packed with ammunition. Absolute death for anybody inside of it. Alright, let's see if we can capture some enemy guns here and start turning them onto enemy positions. Looks like the rest of our infantry is arriving. This gun will need some repair. Alright, let's have 2 men take each gun. We'll envelop this squad here into one. Nice. Alright, the enemy position over here with the 122s looks to be about as defended as the same in the east, though they've got a lot more cover in terms of... oh, is that gun firing again? Don't fire that gun. Turn it this way. There we go. I heard some sort of an explosion. Alright, looks like this gun has a damaged tire, but that's okay. That's not a big deal. We're not going to be transporting it anyway. Alright, enemy positions are ready to rock. Or to be fired upon. Looks like we've got about 9 shells left there. Excellent. So, by the end of this attack, we have cleared the western flank of enemy forces for the majority of our task here. And we've also captured the enemy artillery, which was also a task as well. So now we poise ready to strike in the west all the way towards the east and start getting everything on this side of the railroad tracks. Meanwhile, we have yet to begin our attack in the east. So before we leave here, let's go ahead and fire off some artillery and see if we can clean out enemy trenches. And of course, if we happen to hit an enemy tank or something, that'll be great too, because it'll cause a massive explosion and hopefully clear a trench like we had accidentally done previously. Alright, friendly artillery now is firing. Captured friendly artillery. Dear God, man, wow! Are you kidding me? I can't believe that. 2 in a row! No way! Are you kidding me? Wow, 1 artillery shell landed on a KV-1 and just obliterated the whole trench for a second time. That is incredible. Alright, hopefully more artillery starts falling down on these guys. Wow, we couldn't have asked for more. That was an instant act, one of those GPS-guided rounds. Here comes some more artillery. My God, what else are we going to hit? Nice, right into the trenches. Beautiful. Wonderful. Alright, there's still a lot of enemy troops down there. We still got a lot of bombardment to do here. So I will see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching, and make sure you keep your heads down. Heavy artillery is incoming. Alright, I'll see you. Goodbye.